could not be prouder of what she's doing. I want to thank your mayor, Joseph Petty, your outstanding governor, and great friend of mine, Deval Patrick. Part of the reason I'm here is because I got to practice, because Malia's graduating in 2 years. So I'm trying to get used to not choking up and crying and embarrassing her. So this is sort of my trial run. I have to say, I do not remember my high school graduation speech. I have no idea who it was. Sure, I was thinking about the party after graduation. I don't remember the party either. You will remember the speaker at this graduation because there's a lot of Secret Service in it. Not because of anything I say that's so inspiring. But I know this day has been a long time coming. Together you made it through freshman initiation. You survived Mr. O'Connor's English class, which I...
Oh my God!
Everybody's got to have like a Mr. O'Connor in their life.
Yeah!
Mr. O'Connor. Straight down. And now it's the big day.
Oh my God.
Although I noticed that none of you are wearing your IDs.
I am.
Some of you haven't been wearing them for years.
Yes.
Today, I'm exercising my power as president, granting an official pardon for all of you. Not follow the rules there. I consider my graduation gift to you. I know a lot of folks watching at home today will see all of you in your caps and your gowns. You'll think, well, maybe there's just another class of graduates at another American high school. But I'm here today because there is nothing ordinary about Worcester Tech or the class of 2014. You have set yourselves apart. This high school has set itself apart. Over the past 4 years, some of you have learned how to take apart an engine and put it back together. Some of you have learned how to run a restaurant. Build a house. Fix a computer. And all of you are graduating today not just with a great education, but with the skills that will let you start your careers. And skills that will make America stronger. Together, you're an example of what's possible when we stop just talking about giving young people opportunity. When we don't just give lip service to helping you compete in the global economy, we actually start doing it. That's what's happening right here in Worcester. And that's why I'm here today. I like all of you, and I'm glad to be with you, but the thing I really want to do is make sure that what we learn here at this high school we can lift up for the entire nation. I want the nation to learn from Worcester Tech. Of course, your journey is just beginning. Take a look around at all the smiles from parents, grandparents, and all the family members. Everything your families have done has been so that you could pursue your dreams, so that you could fulfill your potential. Everybody here has a story of been made on your behalf. And whether you're heading to college or the military or starting your career, you're not going to be able to take that with you now. Some of your moms and dads probably wish they could hang on to you a little bit longer. Some of you may think they're ready to get rid of you. Regardless, though, you are now entering into a stage where it's up to you. And what you can do is remember some of the lessons that you've learned here and carry them with you, wherever you're going. I want to talk about 3 of those lessons, a couple of which have already been mentioned by previous speakers. First of all, I want you to remember that each of us is only here because somebody, somewhere, invested in our success. I know that's true for me. I was raised by a single mom. With the help of my grandparents, we didn't have a lot of money. Growing up, at times we struggled. When my mom was going to school at the same time as she was raising my sister and me, we had to scrape to get by. But we had a family who loved me and my sister. And I had teachers who cared about us. And ultimately, with the help of a community and a country that supported me, I was able to get a good education. And I was able to get grants and student loans. And opportunities opened up. And all of this happened because people saw something in me that I didn't always see in myself. That's not just true for me, that's true for Michelle, who grew up the daughter of a blue-collar worker and a mom who stayed at home and then became a secretary and never went to college themselves. That's true for Paul, who grew up initially on the south side of Chicago and didn't have a lot, but somebody reached out and gave him a hand up. It's true of this city. This is a town that's always been home to smart people with big ideas. The mayor mentioned Robert Goddard, the father of the modern rocket. He was born here, performed some of the earliest tests on rocketry. Worcester has also prepared its workers for the jobs that those big ideas would bring. And that's why they opened a technical school here more than a century ago, with a class of 29 iron workers and 23 woodworkers. And that school became Worcester Tech. Along the way, the economy changed. Innovation made it possible for businesses to do more with less. The internet meant those companies could do it anyway. Schools like this were finding it harder to prepare students with the skills that businesses were looking for. And then a guy named Ted Coughlin came along. And because about 10 years ago, he set out to make this school what he knew it could be. A place where businesses train new workers and young people get the keys to a brighter future. And he put his heart and soul into it. Eventually, that's what happened. Ted helped to raise money for a new building. And the state and federal government chipped in as well. And businesses helped create everything from an auto service center to a bank right inside the school. And top-notch teachers got on board, led by Principal Harry and the assistant principals here. An outstanding superintendent. Before long, Worcester Tech was on its way to becoming one of the best schools in the city. And today, so many students want to come to Worcester Tech that there's a waiting list more than 400 names long.